This is your brain before improv. This is your brain after improv. Yo, what up? I do improv. Hi, hello. Are you looking for purpose in your life? Well, I introduce to you improv. I'm not an improv expert or self-help expert. I'm trying to think of other things I'm not, but basically these are my own experiences, so take that as you will. Here's why I started improv. Wait, which way? This way? Fuck. Here's why I started improv. Gain confidence, make friends, be silly, and be creative. Piss stains. Ew. Maybe you're also looking for these things in your life.
Ready? All right. 3, 2, 1, rip!
Hi, hello. Who here? I got a message from Men in Black.
What is it?
It says you guys only have 43 minutes.
Oh my god. Shut up, Will Smith.
Tell them we don't accept.
Before I tell you how improv changed my life and how it could change yours, we need to go back in time. Swallow me and spit me out. You know, my goals for starting improv used to be my biggest hurdles. Gaining confidence. Well, I was and still am unconfident as fuck, but more confident now. But back then you couldn't get me to do sound ball if my life depended on it. Just make a sound, any sound, or you're going to die. Back in college, there was an info session for the college improv troupe. I got dragged to it because someone on my dorm room floor wanted to go. We did some group scenes, and I remember my scene, we were astronauts, just like in the space shuttle or something, in space. There was like maybe 4 or 5 of us, and I didn't say a single word. I was just in the back pretending to be an astronaut, just hella thrilled to have discovered low gravity. But now, after some improv training, I realized what I was really doing was some killer space work, committing to the scene and also filling out the scene and supporting the other players. And I thought I bombed, but some of the people from the troupe afterwards told me they wanted me to audition and asked me if I would audition and to come back, and I said, hell no. Not to their face, but I just didn't go and audition. My other goal is to make friends, and I, in the past decade or so, have really struggled to make friends as an adult. I thought that I would have the stereotypical college experience where you bond with your dorm mates and your friends for life, road trip together and shit, but I just wasn't able to find my group, and looking back on it, I see all the things I could have done different. But this isn't a story about that. Maybe I'll do another how I failed the college experience video. So for the be silly and have fun goal, I was worried because I was very, very stage shy. And I've always been until I started improv, basically. And so I was worried I couldn't be my true self and let loose and all of that. Lastly, for exploring creativity, this was challenging because I found myself pretty stuck in a loop and a pattern of doing everyday things and doing things that I was comfortable with. And I also made a whole business out of arts and crafts and being creative, and I was like creatively burnt out quite a bit, and I needed something to like re-spark that. Here's how I broke those hurdles and just fucking jumped over them like I was in a track meet. This is out of order. So for exploring creativity and breaking the pattern, I finally decided to get my freaking booty out of the rut, and I made myself sign up for a free intro to improv class, because once I commit to something, even if it's free, as long as I put it in my schedule, that makes me like 100% more likely to do it. For gaining confidence, I did take that free intro to improv class, and it made me feel super safe being with the people in the class, and also the instructor was really amazing. You know who you are. Yeah, just all throughout those like classes I took with the particular teacher, I slowly like gained more confidence. So the stage shyness kind of got tackled over time. I think the first 5 classes or so I took, I was like shaking like a leaf. I was petrified of being called upon to do like a bad Italian accent and walk around like I was carrying the largest bowl of spaghetti known to man. I got a big bowl of spaghetti. I was afraid of what my body would look like, what my mannerisms would look like, how I would come across, how I would sound. Out loud, I was like, I can't, or something like that. And I remember the instructor pushed me in just the right amount, and I ended up giving it a try. I slowly committed more and more into being vulnerable and I guess all it takes to like do a performance, and I slowly over time got more comfortable. I think another thing I used to do and I still tend to do is make myself as small as possible, where if I'm like a character playing a game like the bowl of spaghetti example, like I would try to, everything would be like, all my limbs would be very like contained, close together. Learning more to be like this. Also, I do this similar like movements that are like comfortable for me, like this. So I'm learning to do things that are outside my comfort zones. We got a whole new plane of existence. We can do this. I'm still a little nervous like right before I go onto stage now. I still get those jitters though, but it did become easier and less of a panic and more of just like a little bit. And like the Grinch, I slowly started having more fun. For making friends, I could go on about this one in particular for forever, but I guess I won't. So you're welcome. But basically, improv is a collaborative art, and so making connections comes pretty naturally. And if you're like me and you do it as often as possible, you can grow friendships just by putting yourself out there, opening up, seeing the same people time and time again, and growing together. And the best way I've found to make friends as an adult is to see the same people at a regular cadence and bond over a shared interest or hobby.
Life is good today. I had a really fun improv jam yesterday. I just keep thinking about it, like the scenes and the people, and how grateful I am to have met, the community and the people. So
It's crazy. I have friends now. They invite me to things all from improv. It's pretty nice. Yeah, I think improv's one of the best things that's ever happened to me. And I'm still working on a lot of things and tossing around a lot of things in my head and trying to improve. Anyway, that's on dedicating yourself to an art form. So, in closing, do improv. Look for an improv theater near you that offers classes. Go see a show there. You can search meetup.com to find any improv happenings. There are also online opportunities to do improv and learn. But you have to be open to the process. I don't know if I covered everything, but hey, it's improv, baby, so bye!